Hello there folks, good afternoon and welcome to the Masters Championship. What I'm going to do, as it says by the title of the stream, I am going to be talking you through the teams and the driver lineup for Season 7. But before I do this, I will just quickly put the link into the announcements chat before we crack on. That is it in. So what I'm going to basically do here is I'm going to start from Division 3 the whole way to Division 1. And I felt it was probably better for me to do a stream because I'm not the best with like trying to make videos and all that crack. It would have took me way too long to even try and do it. So I just had to speed the whole process up just to do a stream. But what we may as well do is we may as well crack on, and let me just quickly get my notepad here till I actually see where we're at. So right, as I do apologise. So we will start off with Division 3, and there was a couple of teams that were formed, but then there was a load of drivers I had to randomly put into different teams. So because of that, the teams were selected at random, and I will shout out the driver that did select these teams. The teams that were selected was by Race Driver, aka Timo. So thank you to him for helping me do Division 3. But the first team is Extrema and Damien. Now these two are going to be driving this lovely car here, the Mercedes. So Damien and Extrema will both be driving the Mercedes in Division 3 next season. The next team we will move on to is going to be Stevie G and the returning Ali H7J. So Ali took a break from last season and he's coming back this season. And them two did decide to form a partnership, so fair play to them for actually taking the time out to go and talk to each other and actually arrange to be teammates. But the car that them two are going to be driving is going to be... yes, it is the Williams. So these two are going to be in for it next season with this car, because I can tell you now this car is probably not going to be a good car next season, but them two will be driving the Williams. Next was another team that was formed. They both contacted each other and wanted to be as a team. The next team is Awesome Dude and PFC Steve. Now the car that these two are going to be driving next season will definitely not be the Mercedes or the Williams as they have been taken, but the car that they will be driving will be the banana car, that is the Renault. And then the next team is another one that was formed, Alban Anderson and Miracle Caesar, as is now also known as Caesar TP. And these two are going to be driving the Racing Point Force India. The next team is going to be Cygate and the returning Tekken Troger. Now this is good. This is also, that's going to be an interesting team for me personally next season, because Tekken's has missed a lot of 2018, and Cygate has been doing 3 better than expected, overachieved this season, and it's going to be interesting to see if he can carry that form on to 2019. But the car that them two will be driving will be the Alfa Romeo. Now the next set of drivers and team is going to be Carl Meds and the new driver who's loaded. Now these two are going to be driving, as it was selected randomly by Timo, they will be driving the Haas. And then the next team is the returning V Mazine and also the returning Luch. I'm just going to call him Luch, but it's like Lucharin or something. I don't know how to pronounce him. I'm just going to call him Luch. These two are good friends in real life as well, so they've decided they wanted to be a team. And the car that these two are going to be driving is going to be the red Ferrari. Now the next team is going to be Jixu04, and his teammate is going to be none other than Sergeant Hitman. And the car that these two are going to be driving is going to be the beautiful McLaren. And then the next team is going to be SJ Mella, who is returning, and Itzrak. And these two are going to be driving the Toro Rosso Honda. Now that's going to be interesting, because I think that car will handle very well next season, and it's going to be interesting to see how them two do get on that car. And the last team for Division 3 is Bomber Sampha and DJ Williamson. And as you may know, the last car that is left is the Red Bull Honda, so them two will be driving the Red Bull. So that is Division 3's lineup and their cars. I will do it all out on a I will all do it out on like a Word document and upload it onto the website as well, just in case any of you did miss it. But hopefully I wasn't talking too quick for you to actually get it. But now the next one is Division 2. Now this is going to be a division where I'm going to participate in, but I didn't. What I did with myself was, me and my teammate, I decided that we should take the very last car remaining, so I didn't get any say in what car I get whatsoever. I let every other driver pick their car first, and then whatever car was left was the car that me and my teammate got. So the first team we are going to have is going to be Kirsten Kev, who's come down from Division 1, and his teammate is going to be the returning Tom Pretty. And the car that these two are going to be driving, as they did get first pick, the car that they will be driving will be, so happily, it is the Mercedes. Now the next team is going to be Kyle and Adam Mako. Now Kyle's moved down from Division 1, so because he moved down, he also gets second choice. And Adam as well, these two are good friends, so it wasn't really much of a surprise for me. But the car that these two will be driving is going to be the Red Bull. Now the next team is a team that was formed ages ago, in a couple of seasons back, and that is the team of Sergeant Sway and Timo. Now Sergeant Sway and Timo are going to be driving, bit of a conundrum, it is going to be the Racing Point Force India. Now the next team is going to be TMC Weiberg, and he is going to be partnered with Bert. This is going to be an interesting team because I think them two are going to be front runners in Division 2. And the car that these two are going to be driving is going to be the Toro Rosso. Now the next team was just formed by myself at random, and it is the team of TMC Yarham and SH. And because of that, I let Yarham pick the car, as Yarham was the division higher. And the pick that Yarham got the number that Yarham picked was the number of the red Scuderia Ferrari. Now the next team is not much of a surprise. It is TMC Wesker and TMC Merck. But unfortunately, Wesker picked this number. And unfortunately for Wesker and Merck, it is going to be the Williams. So I can tell you now, Merck is going to be absolutely annoyed with Wesker for picking it without consulting him. But Wesker picked the number without Merck getting a say in it, and the car that they ended up with was the Williams. Now the next team is just a team that was formed at random as well. It is ILR Team Matter and 10 Kit. Now this is going to be a very strong team in my personal opinion. I think them two will be one of the favourites for the constructors. But the car that these two will be driving is going to be the Renault. The next team is the two best friends tied at the chain. It is Focky and Synchronizer. Now these two boys in the past seasons have been known as the Haas boys, and it just so happens that this season the car they will be driving is the Haas. Now the next team is going to be the returning Adi Baba and the returning Mark Demand, and these two are going to be driving the Alfa Romeo Sauber. So that basically means the last team that you all may know is me and my teammate from last season, Jono. We've decided to renew the constructors and try and get it in Division 2, and the car that we will be driving is the McLaren. So now, moving on to Division 1. Now this is going to be an interesting one, because I've told a few drivers what car they're driving, but I was telling them all fibs. So Division 1, the first team we are going to have is going to be Carlsberg 2001, and his teammate is going to be Dark Bolt. Now the car that these two are going to be driving is going to be the Haas. Now the next team is the Constructors Champions from last season. It is Matt Tybus and Scuba MUSC, or as he's now known as TMC Scuba. And the car that these two are going to be driving is going to be the red Scuderia Ferrari. Now the next team is going to be a new driver. It is Cloney 2, and he's going to be partnered with Darren Sinclair. But because Darren Sinclair was taking a long while to reply, I made Cloney pick the team, and the number that Cloney picked was the Williams. So Cloney and Darren Sinclair will be driving the Williams in Season 7 in Division 1. Now the next team is going to be, was a team that was put at random. It is ex-Perpetual Mobile and the returning Skeven. Now the car that these two will be driving is going to be the Racing Point Force India. And then the next team is F1 Alonso and Hero Joking. These two are just renewing their partnership from last season. And I believe that the car they drove last season was the Toro Rosso. I'm not 100% sure. But it just so happens that this season they will also be in the Toro Rosso. Now the next team is, in my opinion, probably going to be one of the strongest teams in Division 1. And that is Technique Gaming and the returning Medium Pilot. Now the car that these two will be driving is going to be the McLaren. Now the next team, which I felt myself was brought on as a bit of a surprise, but it is going to be TMC CR7, who is also known as Kevin, and his teammate is going to be, well, we'll just say the newly returned but up a lot of divisions, it is Kieran Trapp. And the car that these two are going to be driving next season is going to be the Mercedes. And now the next team is going to be John Heaven Terry and TMC Corboy. And the car that these two are going to have is going to be the banana car. It is the Renault. Now the next team is a team that came up from Division 2 last season. It is Afri and Dekeepa. And the car that them two will have is the Alfa Romeo Sauber. And then the last team, if you look at the teams, it is Paddy and the returning Connor Keena. And the car that them two are going to have is going to be the last car. It is the Red Bull. So that is the teams, that is the drivers. So hopefully coming into Season 7 now, as you've seen from what I've said about the teammates and all that, it is going to be a very, very close division. I think in all divisions. Well, I pray anyway. But there is about 4 or 5 reserves in each division anyway, so hopefully we should get full grids. But that's all the lineups, and I do apologise again for not doing an actual video because I just didn't know how to do it, and I didn't really want to get someone to do it and then let them know who they've got. So I just thought I'd bring it on as a surprise. But yeah, that pretty much just wraps up the team's lineups, and as I said, I will put it all up. I will all give it to Bert and he can upload it onto the website. But at the end of the day, that's it, boys, and hope some of you aren't too disappointed, and I hope some of you have enjoyed it. But catch us in a bit.